I found baby owls using maps. This is how I do it. I love animals. I love finding them. Seeing an owl is like once in a year occasion, okay? Maybe once every 2 years. We don't see them that much, but I know these owls are around because I always hear them. But I wanted to map them, so I had Dennis make them for me. This guy, expert cartographer. You gotta follow him on LinkedIn right now. Here's the link description. Go follow him. So he made me this map to kind of show the range of where the barred owl lies. Basically, all over the eastern and mid United States, and even up through Canada. These owls are pretty cool if you've ever seen them. But I want to know more specifically. So he made me this map, and that kind of inspired me to go on this journey even farther. At the time, I was living in Virginia, so turns out Virginia has a bird atlas. I didn't even know that was a thing, but there's a Virginia bird atlas for the barred owl. So if we look here, we can see pictures of them, we see different maps of them, distributions of population, and it's all color coded, so you can kind of plan out where these owls are living. Turns out there's some high density confirmed sightings of these owls all throughout the Appalachian Mountains. Boom, boom, here, 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 here. They're everywhere. So this with Dennis's map combined, I'm like, all right, I need to find these owls. And also this comes with all kinds of statistics as well. They even have an interactive map that you can play around with. So I'm sure they have this for other states too, so go check it out or leave a link because this is all new to me. So I now knew the general area of these locations, but I didn't really understand like where within those locations these owls would be, or if they would even be there. Was this website accurate? And was Dennis's map accurate? So I explored one by one. Finally, far up in a tree, there it is, the barred owl, just sitting up there, hanging out. I was pumped. I finally saw the owl. Then I went there the next day. It was there again, and then the next day, it was there again. So I started plotting out where all these owl sightings were happening in this one area that I found. So look, you can see the dots on the screen or where the owls are lying, and we kind of see that there's a road. And as we get in the video, I'll explain more. These two sides of the roads had all these owl sightings, and originally I just thought it was one. So we can get into it, and here I'll show you of kind of the first time I found this owl just hanging out in the tree. So originally I saw these owls all up in that, like the northern part across the road, up in this bushy patch right here. And then I discovered that the owl would fly across the road to this little patch. And I've noticed where these owls live, like where the trees meet a little patch of grass, seems to be a great hunting ground. So I've seen them pick up snakes, mice, all the above in this little area. So I started seeing them around here and around here. And this right here is like the feeding ground, where they live, where they eat, and they would fly up back to that northern section. And it was super cool. So literally, here's some footage of like the owls actually hunting.
Hello, Mr. Owl. Ooh, this is so exciting.
And this owl was here almost every day around sunset time. It was there on the clock within a 5-minute time frame. It was there very consistently every single day. So that was really cool. So I befriended this owl, and it pretty much knew my presence. It would see me, go catch something, look at me, and then fly away. Here's a video where it almost literally flew at me.
Oh, jeez. That was terrifying. Oh.
So yeah, this owl would go from the north side of the road to the south side of the road, eat, and bring something back. And it would just kind of hang out in this area. And that's what I saw for the first week or two. And then I noticed that this owl would hang out high in the trees on the north side on this big branch, and eventually started flying west. Or at least on the map, flying west. It would kind of hang out in this tree pattern. So I noticed that, but it was just hanging out around these general areas. And then one day, where I figured all this out, is apparently crows they're bullies. They bully the owls. I had no idea. So I saw these 3 crows hang out, smack the owl, and try to chase it up this tree. So here's the video. So you can see, like, these 3 crows are like attacking and chasing the owl, which it was nuts to me. And I saw the owl kind of go into this little dead tree. Little did I know, this is where the owl lives, and this is where the baby owls were. All that tracking of the owls led to this general heat spot, and then that one moment allowed me to see where the owl actually flies into and lives. And in that tree, there was 2 baby owls. Let's see the footage. And they would just hang out here every day. You'd go and see them in plain sight, especially if you had a good camera, you could zoom in. I had a decent camera that wasn't just my phone, so I could zoom in really far and see these. But they would just hang out there, and just enjoy the summer days. So it'd be kind of nice to be a baby owl, just being, you know, cuddled in this like nest in a tree all day, having a great view. So I befriended these 3 owls over the course of 2 months, and it was pretty cool. And if we look at that map, remember, this is where I originally saw them. This is the feeding ground, and the owl would fly from here to the feeding ground, get food, and then fly back up to that tree, which is like about up here. So this is like my little heat map of where I saw all these owls over the course of a few months. Since then, the 2 baby owls have grown up and have flown away, so they're not there consistently anymore. But I've done this with many other animals, so if you want to see maps related to animals, let me know in the comments, and I'll keep making these types of videos. And also, back to Dennis, we're gonna do a tutorial on how to show his map and how to make it. So if you're not following him on LinkedIn, follow him now. And then hopefully in the next YouTube video that comes out, there'll be a tutorial on how to do his type of maps. Peace out. See you later.